to Titans viewing party.
What up, y'all? I'm back.
Yes, I know. Come on, everyone. All right. I'll be gentlemen. There we go. We've got Saint, the creator. I know I said your whole username.
Hello,
Yes.
Roscoe's. Hello, YouTube Roscoe's.
Yeah.
I miss y'all. How y'all doing tonight?
Her. We also have another guest host.
This is my sister from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12, Aiden Zhane.
Yes. Hello, Aiden. Hold on.
Watch her fall.
Period.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness, you look stunning. Come on, red and yellow.
This is my actual drag sister. So if I'm a little mean to her, we're
Don't let her lie to
actually
you.
sisters.
I have never met this bitch a day in my life.
She's like, who is she? Where am I?
I'm just here. I got booked. That's all I know.
Her. Well, we're happy to have you here, and we can't wait to hear everything you got to say about this episode. I know. I'm super excited. Not gonna lie, I did watch it ahead of time. It's real cute. So I think y'all are really going to enjoy it this week.
See, this is the one I didn't get to watch ahead of time.
Oh, ooh, okay. So y'all
we're
are
getting
equally
raw.
gagged.
You said, let me take notes. I don't want to say anything regrettable.
Well, I'm like, I just get antsy. I'm like, I want to know. So I'm like, it's the Aries in me that's like, I got to watch it like at 12:01. But no, it's going to be a good episode, and I can't wait for y'all to see it then. Are y'all ready to watch it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Okay,
get into
perfect.
it. Wait. Let's get into it, Holiday.
Oh.
Oh, God. Have you guys forgotten already?
Right. I know it's Saints Week, so we got to say it every time, y'all.
I said we don't care
Here we
about you
go.
like that.
Hold it, Holiday.
Can you?
Kendra also said grandmother bitch. And like,
Right.
Yes, she did.
I live for them holding her accountable. They said, girl, it is
I don't
week
know.
4.
It's really funny for me to watch because, like, the first 3 episodes, they were like, so it's just like, it could literally be any of y'all bitches and wrote
I love you
Yoska's
no
name
matter
down.
what.
Right.
And then now they're all like trying to like, it's like, I almost feel like slightly bad for Abora because like her chain is being yanked, but also like she did post on Twitter that like I'm just here at this point to fuck shit up.
Oh.
So like I also fuck with that energy as well.
Right, like at least own up to it. Like if you're gonna do it, just come out the gate and say that's what you're here to do.
Yeah.
She said, I came here to be messy TV.
Right.
Period.
I will say I think Hoso finally saying something will I think that's what we're all waiting for. It was like everyone's like, okay, girl, you're the one who has to say something, otherwise she's gonna keep doing it.
Right. But I'm living, so
Yeah.
I mean,
hit it, Holiday.
let's give the bitch a chance.
Right.
Let's give her a chance. We'll see,
Like I said to y'all before, this reminds me of what's her face from Flavor of Love was like, I look like Beyonce. This is giving me very that energy. Like
Beyonce.
Like
Beyonce.
and that's like the best TV to me. So I live. Abora keep Are you serious, bitch? Beyonce?
I vote for Abora every season.
So what y'all think is about to happen?
Now the Boulets are going to start reading Abora for filth.
Right, I
They're
know.
going to chime in and be like, you've been terrible. Be nice.
I know. I always think it's so interesting every week when they'll bring up like stuff they hear about like around the set. They'll be like, "Well, I heard she was mean," and be like, I'm like wondering how much gets back to the Boulets about how much she's like been acting out around to the other girls.
They are like, I'm sure they're not gonna mind me sharing this. They're very hands-on. Like season 3, obviously, I had no idea what they look like outside of drag. So but they're behind the cameras. The Boulets are literally everywhere when you're filming. So
Are the Boulets Big Brother?
I mean, they literally
are Big Brother.
They literally filmed Resurrection driving around the country during COVID by themselves, basically, just to produce a TV show for y'all.
Yeah, they're very hands-on. They do see everything. So
Dun-dun-dun. Let's
All
get
right.
into it.
y'all ready? Hit it, Holiday.
I just say I love how dramatic the Boulets are. They're like,
Yes.
if you fail this challenge, we are going to rip you limb for limb and piss in your eyeballs. Like, calm down,
Literally.
girl. Like, dang.
Right, you're like, whoa, okay. I thought I was going to go back to the hotel room. Like, no, I am so excited for this challenge. I don't know about y'all, but I love Dungeons and Dragons.
I never played.
I've only played once, so I'm not like full
Yeah.
throttle into it, but like, I feel like this is such a fun challenge for drag because it lends itself to a lot of creativity, you know?
I agree.
And also, like, I love run fairs. Like, I am that person that, like, dresses up and goes.
They are
Like,
very fun.
not gonna lie. Like, it's real cute. Like,
Yeah.
It's okay. I admit it. I'm a little bit of a
I think
nerd.
the only complication to this challenge is like Dungeons and Dragons has a lot of layers, and I feel like if you're not familiar with the layers, this challenge could be hard.
Yeah, no, like when I first played, literally we spent like 4 hours just going over the handbook, and I still was like, I'm so lost. I was like,
Yeah.
we just campaign, like literally just walk me through it, because I don't know what's happening.
It's like Monopoly. You know, you start it, but you're like, are we really going to finish this?
Right. Very that, yeah. No, I'm excited, though, to see what they create visually. But, yeah, I'm also nervous. I feel like whenever there's acting challenges on any show, they always kind of go really great or really bad.
You're kind of at mercy to the script because, like, I remember season 4, like, I was people were like, "Girl, you didn't do good." I was like, "Did you see my motherfucking role? Like, I did the best I could with the role I had. Shut up."
Right. Yeah, there's always somebody who gets like some really crappy role, and you're like, okay, do your best. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's go.
Let's do it. Hit it, Holiday. For people who are new, Holiday is the DJ, or, you know, Nicki Minaj. Hold on, Holiday. Hold on, Holiday. I did. It's like a first week thing. The girls that get it.
You had to be here, and now you're here.
I like how sometimes what they'll do is they'll have like somebody else say it and then like have Coco say it so like black people get it. Like Erica's like, yes, it's like a murky pool and you look inside and there's Gus, and Coco's like, this some nasty shit. Like it's like it's stank.
Oh, okay,
like,
I understand
right.
now. I got it.
I'm like, I got it now.
Right.
So what y'all think about to happen? Y'all think it's gonna be good?
Dungeons and Dragons, I love it.
Y'all are so shady. It is gonna be good. I did see the floor
They
show.
were like, we don't know.
I'm excited.
Yeah, same.
I'm gagging at their little theater exercises. I feel like they condensed all 4 years of my theater school into like 2 minutes there. I was a little triggered. I was like, oh no.
Holding their lips. This is for diction.
Right. I was like, oh Lord, not this.
No, I'm excited. Dungeons and Dragons is like a really good jumping off point if you're trying to like create a drag look. So I'm really excited. I already seen the floor show and the looks, so I'm gonna swap out looks while this is happening. But it's sick. Y'all gonna love it. It's good.
Right.
That's
It's
my
cute.
reaction. Everybody ate.
Right. And also, I'm excited because I feel like people always expect only like blood from Dragula, so it's fun to see a theme where it's like, this is just purely, I mean, like if you want to have blood, you can, but like it's purely just
Just
creativity.
nerds being nerds.
Yeah. Let the nerds
That's all
be
it
nerds
is.
for once. Yeah.
Just clowns being clowns.
Very that. Yeah. I appreciated Melissa pulling Abora aside. I think they needed that moment of like, let's be real here for a second.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
You know?
even though like, you know, somebody can be an ass, even when you're like in a situation like that, it's really good to make somebody feel like they're not at the end of the world, because maybe they might like, you know, chill out a little bit more. So
Yeah, I think Abora needed that balance of like, especially the past few weeks that she's had. It was like, okay, like real talk, we're not out to get you. We just need you to stop being horrible to us. Like, that's all we're asking, you know, which I think is like fair.
Those heartfelt moments that have us all at home, like, oh,
Right.
I can relate.
Right. Very that.
They're human after all.
Gag. Right. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see. Do you feel nervous about any of the teams for this acting challenge?
So I already seen the acting challenge, so yes. But
Based
off of what we saw, yes.
Right.
Victoria's saying she's not knowing the lines and stuff. Like when you're doing like an acting challenge, like, you know, you need people to know the lines. You're just like, if you don't know the lines, you immediately feel like you have like a detriment on your team, which can affect people's attitudes, because, you know, some people are here just to fuck shit up, but some people are here to try to win $100,000. And for those people who try to win $100,000, I feel like sometimes their attitudes can be the most they get blindsided. They're just thinking about the gold. They're not thinking about like what they have to do along the way. So we gonna see.
Yeah, very that. Yeah. And I feel like I'm also a little nervous for Eva's team, because I feel like it go either way, where it's like sometimes whenever people are like, I'm a theater person, it like either works out in their favor because they like know they're doing, or they like do too much and you're like, okay, you like over theatered it. Absolutely. So
and now anytime with TV editing, I'm always suspicious when they have one person being like, I'm the best at this. You're like, oh, you're gonna fail.
Right. Yeah. You're like, this is setting you
this
up.
isn't for you.
Literally, anytime I'm watching Drag Race, I'm just like, I feel really good this week. I'm like, oh no, girl, touching the TV screen. Like,
you're like, well, good knowing her, right?
Like, you shouldn't feel this way.
Right. Yeah, so I'm intrigued because and also same with like Astrid being like, I love Dungeons and Dragons. I can tell you everything about it. I'm like again, go either way. It's like either this gonna be great or this could really work against your favor. Yeah.
I'll be right back though. Y'all keep
We
watching.
gonna find out.
Right. Should we say the magic words before you go though?
All right.
Right. Get into the body.
Onika, Tanya, Mirage. Onika, Tanya, Mirage.
Right.
Onika, Tanya, Mirage. Hit it, holidays!
I love the gay panic that happens every week.
Every episode, every fucking episode.
Right.
Like, oh my God, we have 5 minutes and we still have to paint half of our face, put on our hair, put on our outfit, put on our nails, put on our shoes, put on our whatever we have. Like, girl, you ain't doing that in 5 minutes. That's a damn lie.
Right. I was like, they'll turn it up, but I always live for the like eyeballs popping every single episode.
I mean, they get into it.
Right.
I will give them credit for that. They
Yes.
get into it.
Very that. All right, let's see what they gonna do. Let's see. Right. She gave him the performance, you know.
The dramatics.
Okay, what do we think of these looks?
Poso and that top knot,
Oh my God.
girl from Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
moment.
That was so cute and
Yeah.
still very her, you know.
And she was, honestly, sometimes, and I might be, not in the majority here, but Hoso wears so much sometimes. And this time she scaled it back. And I thought
Yeah.
she looked really fucking great.
No, I do agree. I feel like a lot of times her looks are just like they take up so much space. I don't know,
Right.
Literally me taking up so much space.
And,
But
Hoso,
like
and Hoso takes up all of it.
right, but no, I feel like this was like another look where it was still her, but it was like
Yeah.
still very much fit the challenge. I was here for that look.
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah, I lived for Coco's. I was like again the ginormous axe.
The axe alone.
Yeah.
The axe alone.
And I love that she played into the comedy because I don't know too much about Dungeons and Dragons, but I know barbarians tend to be more aloof. So I like she played into the aloofness of it, like she can't get through the door.
Right, like I
with
want to
her
know,
axe.
did that bitch really get stuck in the doorway,
Right.
or was that like part of the character?
Right. I know, maybe she was like, it'll work, you know.
She's like, oh fuck, I forgot how big this fucking axe is.
Literally, yeah, I can see that also happening. You know, I feel like there was a lot of fun ones. I loved with the Ava Destruction, like the orange with the blue of her look, I think was a really fun.
Yeah. with
Like
the
I love
braids.
contrasting colors. I thought that was a really dynamic choice of colors with that.
Who do we think's in the bottom this week?
Ooh.
I really don't know. Who was I not living for?
I don't know. I was living for Melissa's performance, but the look itself, I think I wasn't sold on.
A little toned down
Yeah.
compared to the rest, maybe.
Right. Like, I feel like if I was in the workroom and saw, like, the giant axe being made, I would have been
Right.
like, maybe I go back and revise some things. Yeah.
Maybe I want to go back to the drawing board and rethink this.
Right. You know.
But the Boulets have been pushing her to be more Melissa already
Yes.
this season, so I feel like this is more on par with what you would expect from Melissa Be Fierce. So.
Right. Which is, like, she's known for serving face, giving the very,
And I am one of those people who is always like an advocate for the fact that like I feel like contestants go on Dragula and they see people like doing these crazy special effects looks and stuff,
Right.
And they think like, oh, that's what I need to do, that's what I need to be, I need to like push it to 100. When really the Boulets are like casting them because they like what they do already.
Right.
So I think sometimes you don't have to do everything.
Yeah.
So.
Very that. Like, I think she very much was on par with herself of like, I'm gonna give you me. I'm not gonna. 'Cause I think last week we saw her do prosthetic, and I was like, okay, like you did a prosthetic, but also like I didn't see your face, you know.
Right.
So it's like now that I can see your face, I can see what Melissa is in
Yeah.
this sense. Yeah, I think I just would have gotten like a little bit more of the outfit just because like both her and Coco were barbarians, so it's like we're comparing like a barbarian.
True,
It's like,
yeah.
well, one of them has like a massive weapon.
One's got to be the stronger one. Sorry.
Ooh, dun, dun, dun. But I still lived for the performance of it. Like she was giving the ferociousness of it. Anyone else that you think might be in the bottom?
Honestly, I don't know. I enjoyed. Look, one thing I love about Eva is no matter what you put her in, the bitch is gonna perform it.
Yes,
She
Yeah.
is a performer.
No,
at
you
heart.
could put her in what is the medieval times, and like she could be out there jousting.
It don't matter what the fuck it is.
I was like, you
the bitch is
cast
gonna give
her.
you a show.
Right. I like cast her. Like I want to be eating my turkey leg watching her for sure.
So for me, I'm always biased with her because I'm like, I really don't care what she's wearing. I just want to see her move and perform.
No,
That's it.
same. I live and like her face is so serene. I think it works so well for that. I was like, oh, wait.
Oh, she's back.
I saw the head in the dressing room, but I didn't see the full look. Get the shoes, baby. Get the
Right.
shoes, right?
the flats,
Right.
the snow boots.
I live for it. Right. It snowed outside. You came prepared.
What up, y'all?
I can't
Speechless.
wait. Literally, you got me gagged. I'm like tearing up at this. Oh my God. This is great. But yeah, we're talking about the looks. We just watched all the floor shows.
Ooh, I seen this at home, so
Yes.
sorry.
I know. Like,
Coco ate, period.
Yes. Yeah. That's what we all agreed.
Hoso ate, period.
Right, right.
I did feel like Victoria's could have used just like a little, like.
Yeah, like
you know
she was pretty, but
Yeah.
But I feel like also we're just so used to Victoria doing the most. So
that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I like Erica. Like I feel like I want to see her in Adventure Time. Like I feel like, you know, like she had the gems, and like I feel like she could have done a Marceline look. Like it felt very Adventure Time. I don't know if it was right for this challenge in terms of what everyone else was bringing, but I did not like the look. That makes
like,
sense.
I can see this somewhere. I don't know if here was the place.
Yes.
But I can see it somewhere.
But like I can see it somewhere, and I think I think hers was just so cutesy in a different way than like everyone else's. But also like you're allowed to be cute, and no one's saying you have to not be cute.
I get it because it's
Yeah.
more like that, like, you know, everybody here is like, you know, like scary, creepy monsters, and it's like you can still have an appreciation for it and realize like that nobody else there is like doing it like that.
Right.
Like, so I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and very that I feel like that's always been like the biggest struggle Erica has had with this show is like she has a very clear aesthetic. It's just a matter of like does it work for the challenges? Does it work for the show? But like it's still very
And it does
sickening.
suck to see like her getting bullied, you know, especially from like our community, like being on there a little bit, just kind of like this, like, yeah, it sucks. But
And I can see her being one of those entertainers like I was talking about that feels that pressure to sort of fit in with what they think Dragula wants from them or whatever. So it's confusing to find that balance of what works between what I do in my everyday drag versus what works for TV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very that. But no, I lived for it. I love the rhinestoned eye patch. I think that was so cute. Like the stoned eye patch and the stoned. Yes. Are you showing what are you doing? Are you showing your titties out? What's going on? Right. I'm not. Again, I said before. I'm not a fan of titties. I was just wondering what was happening. You know. I love it. But no, there were some solid looks. I feel like this was fun to see everyone take this challenge. Like I think everyone turned out some really strong stuff.
yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Now we just got to see how they all act.
Right.
Right.
I think this is going to be the deal breaker for a lot of them. All right. Should we say the magic words now that you're back?
Hit it, Holiday!
Yes!
Oh my.
Right.
I want to see if I can talk in its fake teeth.
You're doing great.
The answer is no.
Y'all make sure y'all disinfect this table.
There we go. Okay, now we can hear you. There we go.
So how y'all feel?
Right.
How y'all feel? That was a lot. Hoso got hit. Coco slayed. Eva is going through it.
Coco swinging that heavy axe around the place. Yeah.
This was a lot to see. So welcome to Dragula. We're gonna just keep it rolling because we don't. It's just too heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel her. Like, I'm sure it was probably so. Like, that room looked small. It probably was toasty as hell, but definitely, I feel like they all were equally like, okay, girl, we're all equally melting.
I think Eva had
Yeah.
that thing that like I've experienced myself where it's like you build yourself up on something so much that once the moment comes, you're just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, why did I hype this so much like in my head and now that I'm here, I'm like shitting bricks.
Yeah, and I remember her saying that before, like on her original season, that was the thing. She was like, I tend to get in my head a lot, and that like really can mess me up. So I think she's doing better in terms of like she's finding ways to cope with it better than she did before, but definitely still like it took her out of the scene a little bit still, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I think in that type of environment where everybody probably has a lot of shit like they're thinking about, like nobody wants to hear it from like one person who is like going out. But still, I love Eva. She's the best.
Very that. And also, like, I don't think her performance suffered that much. I think they all just probably felt her not as tuned in. But, like, I don't think that scene suffered that much by how she was feeling. Like, I didn't, like, until that last bit, I would not have known.
Unless she had shown the fact that she felt like she was crumbling, I don't think they would have noticed she was crumbling, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. How do we feel with the first group?
Right. No
Right.
comment. No. Maybe not as strong as the other group. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they did better than I thought they would do based off how they were going about it. I I expected it to be like really, really bad. So like it was okay. Like I was not mad at it.
Melissa was giving all the energy.
Yes.
She was giving all the energy. She was screaming every line that she had.
No, I feel like I could feel her like trying so hard, trying to get everyone else up to her level, but they were not giving her the same energy.
What you gonna do?
Right. I like the little bit at the end though, with the very like sensual moment between the last two standing. I was like, that was cute.
I think sometimes it's so hard, especially with Dragula, is because they like paint us in like this like gorgeous light, so it's so hard to see the flaws because they don't really include them because they just like have this like really beautiful piece. So it always is like, was it that bad? Was St. Cow's on Ambien? I don't know. I don't think she was.
Very that. And also I think that is a big point to bring out is like acting for a camera is so much different than like being in the space and feeling people's energy. Like having to convey that on camera is so much harder.
100%. Because when you like have to do like the lip syncs and stuff, it's not like you got a crowd of people who living for you. It's literally the Boulet standing off the side staring at you. And then just nothing but cameras.
Energy matters.
So when you see bitches like living like during the lip sync, just know like those are just like good performers.
It's not like the cameraman's like, yes, girl, work.
Yeah, they're like they're literally just staring, and it's just you up there by yourself, trusting in the fact that you're good at what you do. And hopefully you are, because like they will put that black and white filter on you and be like, well, there was that one point you were standing there, ho.
Right.
You just like showed the 2 seconds of you in black and white. So you just never
damn,
know.
I fucked up.
But no, I'm intrigued to see who's going to end up in the bottom based off of this. Did anyone's opinions on who might be in the bottom change based on the acting challenge?
No.
I honestly don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I think there were a couple obvious, like, strong ones that I'm like, okay, they'll probably be fine, but I'm not sure who the bottom will be.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I will say I feel like Melissa moved out of the bottom for me based off her performance.
If they're judging it by groups, I think she was definitely one of, like I said, she was bringing the energy for her group. So
yeah, and I feel like she's definitely the strongest of her team. So I always think it's hard when it's like a team challenge because it's like that sucks sometimes when you're like, I have so much on the line and I have to rely on 3 other people in this room to like get me through. Like that's nerve-wracking. Yeah. I'm excited to see what the Blues have to say.
Let's see. Hit it, Holiday! They said Erica is not having fun. That does suck because you do kind of get in your head when you're there like, I didn't have fun. But yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
look, film and TV ain't fun.
And I feel like that's a hard balance because there's so much on the line, and I feel like, especially with like an all-star season like this, like everyone has something to prove even more so than they did the first time. Like that's really hard. I feel like to not get in your head. You know what I mean? Like there's so much I feel like you can see going through her head at all times.
Yeah, and it really, it's just, I don't know how to say it. It's like, it's just not, it would be nice to have Erica have fun there.
Yeah. And I feel like that's also a weird place to get yourself out of. Like, once they point out, they're like, you're not having fun. You're like,
right,
how do I show you I'm having fun? Like, how do I force myself to have fun?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing well in the competition. It's not fun.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's like after that, it's just like a never-ending cycle. You're like, well, okay, let me win, and then I'll feel better. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're going to crown me? Is that what you're saying?
And all of a sudden, you're like, I'm having so much fun. Wow.
This is the best.
But yeah, I do think it's unfortunate that they can sense that. I feel like once they can sense that, that's a
I like that
level.
they started adding the cauldron, the Untucked. But I like the cauldron because it's like you get to see people's immediate thoughts.
Yeah.
And it was fun when we was filming when they had the cauldron because usually you got to wait the next day. And we did not. So it was like really spicy and fun sometimes because people was really trying to get the tea out of each other. Ooh. Like, remember Ghost Ship? Oh, it was so crazy. Like, I was pissed off. Everybody was pissed off. I should have won, but I love Sigourney, and that's my homegirl, so, it is what it is.
Right.
Like, I did not want her not to win. I just thought it should have been me. But I was very happy that she had got to win it. But everybody else was, like, on ape shit that day. They had started letting us pour our own liquor.
Ooh, okay, I see.
That's always a recipe for disaster.
Yeah,
Right.
too many Dragula kisses.
Okay, right. Which also, by the way, please get them at the bar if you want one. They're really delicious and super sweet. A Dragula kiss. Should we see what the rest of the judges have to say?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Right.
The editing this season has been so good and shady.
Yes.
Like, they don't let nobody live shit down on this
No.
season. She's like, that's not what you said to me, bitch. And then it, like, cuts to the black and white screen, and it's like, clearly she said it, bitch.
Right.
So
I just live for Astrid always having to say the most in response to everything.
You know, and like we love a good backstory, but yeah, I was like, I loved how we actually did not even hear the instrument at all during
in the challenge.
In the challenge,
She's like,
at
so I'm
all.
gonna play it for you now
Right.
here on stage.
Which I kind of lived for people to hear like what was going on, but also I was like, this was so much for something that we literally heard for
I
5
live
seconds.
for the eclectic artists, like, because I'm kind of that way, but just, like, quieter. Like, because when I'm stoned, somebody would having a conversation with me, I'll be like, so what do you think this color would go good with? And they're like, bitch, what are you talking about? So I get, like, you know, the scatterbrain, like, you know, personality. And it is, like, really funny because it was like this when we were filming season 4 with Astrid. We were just kind of like, huh. Phrygia mode. But I could see how, like, around people who are, like, in a tense situation, you're like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like,
Right, I feel like time and place. Sometimes you want to hear it, other times you're like, okay, girl, like, get to the point. Like, what is it? But no, I think it was a fun detail that she had.
I just want to know if they're gonna tell Erica to smile when she's standing up on top of the platform.
I know. I was like, it was like such a sad
Smile,
moment.
look happy.
Right, and she's like on the verge of tears. I was like, oh, like this is not it. I do feel like she needs a good like go in the bathroom for like 10 minutes, cry it out, and then like, you know, like sometimes you need that moment of just like let me just get it out. Like I like could feel her just needing to like get some emotion out, like either scream or cry or something, like get it
being
out.
hard on yourself as an artist is like a real thing. So like
Yeah.
I also get that from both her and Eva. So
Yeah, no, definitely.
I feel like that might be like for the contestants, anyways. Maybe like one downside to not having exterminations in this like all-star format, because I feel like that does give them like an opportunity, like in Erica's situation, to like take out your anger on someone else and
Yeah.
be like, I am staying.
yeah, because
Right.
that does make sense. Because like that, look at you. You are no Dragula, but you act like it.
You know.
I've been watching, right?
I'm just smart.
Look at you, the third Boulet. So like, yeah, I didn't think about that. Maybe we do need to bring exterminations back.
Well, that's like I like that people have a chance, one final chance to fight for themselves, but also it's like the fight for you is so great because it's like okay, you've done it earlier, so you're not in your final look and like destroying it, but also it sucks because then it's like if you didn't realize you were gonna be in the bottom, you know,
Yeah, on Dragula,
48 hours ago.
On Dragula, there's no taking your outfits home. Just plan on that shit being destroyed.
Right. And I'm always good when people have photo shoots later. I'm like, did you like reassemble? Did you make a second one? Because sometimes I'm like, that definitely was covered in guts and blood. Like,
I'm pretty sure I watched you go through a wood chipper in that. So
right. Like what
I'm
happened?
not sure how it's intact.
Right, magic. But yeah, no, I don't know. Based off this bottom two, this is nerve wracking because I feel like Erica has the worst track record, but also like
I feel like she's up against Victoria. She's already like, fuck it. Like,
yeah, you know, it's
send me home. Like,
right. It's like, well, even though Victoria has a better track record than like
I do know this
stronger
season's
looks.
reunion is gonna be good. I bet. Like, like, child, grandmother, bitch. Like, everybody got. Like,
right.
they
I'm
gonna
like,
have some shit to say to each other.
Okay. Yeah. No, this is a nerve wracking bottom two. I feel like, yeah. What? I don't know. Like, I feel like if you're Erica, you're like, how do I contemplate
she's just
being
gonna
at peace with this?
she's just gonna shove the other contestant off the platform. Like, I'm staying.
I'm here for that. Last week we were talking about ways you survive, and we didn't think about that of shoving the other person.
I think
And the
it'd be
Boulet's
cute
gonna be
if
like, that's
they-
punk rock. We love it.
Right.
It would be cute if they kept them both. Like, why not? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can't just tell Erica to have a good time and then like send her home.
Right. Because it's
That's-
like you have no. When are you gonna prove it? Like while you're walking up to your death, like, yeah, literally said smile as you're like about to drop. Like, how do you prove you're having fun in those last like 10 minutes?
Well, let's find out. Let's see how much fun Erica has.
Right.
Let's do it. Hit it, Holiday!
That's the end of episode 4. Yes. R.I.P. Erica.
They were shady for that.
Right.
We're gonna give you something to be happy about. Them is my mama, so I stand with them. But.
No, there was like a half a second. I was like, are they gonna like keep? Are they gonna keep her? Like, that was rude. I feel like that's what got Victoria like, oh my God, wait, am I going? That was, yeah, they were rude for that one. That had me gagged.
Ooh,
Yeah.
This season's good.
Yeah. I like this episode. I think this is my favorite episode of this season so far.
I still think the last one was my favorite. Like
Really?
that was like I really liked that one. That floor show was cunt. Like all
That's
of
true.
it was cunt as hell. Like yes.
Yeah. I enjoyed just watching them. I think a lot more of them had fun playing. I feel like last week was the turning point. Also, cheers, we did not hear anything about the love triangle this week. Yes, our dreams came true. Maybe that's why I like it so much.
We still got next week's episode. They all
I know.
They all there.
Right, and then nothing made up. Maybe they'll all make out again next. Yeah, who knows? But no, this was a good episode. Sad to see Erica go, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah. How do you feel about how this turned out?
Yeah, it was really sad to see Erica go, especially after like, you know, they done spent like, you know, the like kind of like more bully and it came out and then like you see her not having fun. So it does suck to see Erica go that like right now.
Yeah.
But it's moving along. I just, you know, I hate drag shows where they like do like a bunch of double saves and stuff. I'm like, I want plot progression. Like, but today I would have accepted no plot progression. But today we got plot progression. So.
Oh shucks.
Yeah.
Darn TV, but yeah.
Darn it.
But yeah, no, I feel that. Like, I honestly thought last week was gonna be a double save by the way that they did a double win.
Same.
But yeah, but also I feel like maybe they're like we cannot afford to let this be any other weeks than 10 weeks. So
What y'all think? Here, let me.
sad. Oh,
Right.
okay.
It
that's fair.
does suck
Yeah.
because we're so like connected to everybody there. Like everybody there, we all know. Like we all know some semblance of their story and stuff. So it really does suck to see like anybody go home except for Yoska because I don't like her. But it really do suck to see everybody but Yoska go home. So
That's fair. Yeah, do any of y'all have questions out in the audience for us? We'll come around to y'all.
okay, come here. I'll do it this time.
Oh, it's like, I know. I made this outfit and literally could not like walk down the stairs.
I'm in flats.
Ooh, okay.
Who got a question? God damn it! Put your motherfucking hand
Right. You and the bear hat.
What is under the trapdoor?
Oh. Right. Do we know?
Death. It's
Death.
like death. It's spikes. It is the underworld, like they said.
I know. I hope there's like dragon snapping or something, you know? Like
I wouldn't
snakes?
know.
Okay, work. I'm here for that. Yeah.
Who else got questions? You, come on. Wait.
Wait, you got this. Uh-huh. Period.
What do you think Abora actually said to Melissa to get her to act that way?
Ooh. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe it just came from a real place. Or a producer. I don't know.
Right. I also wonder, I feel like Melissa is someone that like maybe she was like, in order to proceed, I can't not talk to the right. She's like, I can't not address this. Because I feel like I'd be also the person to be like, we're not going to let this go on for 4 episodes. I'm ending this right here, right now. Let's talk, bitch. You know?
Yeah, it do
look
be
so
like
fun
that
in
because
this.
she probably thought she was going home or something. So she was just like, let me tell this bitch you hurt my feelings.
Right. Yeah. I feel like Melissa's been a very direct person. She's like, we're going to handle this right here, right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have y'all watched season 1 of Dragula? Yeah. I just watched it recently because they put it on Shudder, and
Right.
Melissa's like, you should. It's like a really good like. Each of the episodes are like a quarter of the time of this one. You should binge it. It's a fun binge.
Right. It's less production quality. You really feel like you're in a high school.
But like it's fun. Like
Little team.
It's
Yeah.
very fun. Y'all should watch
No.
season 1 of Boulet Brothers Dragula.
It is-
Now
it is
streaming on
gagging.
Shudder.
Yes.
Any more questions?
I think we have one over here. Yes, no? Oh,
Where?
okay.
Well, fine.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
This might be shady, but why don't you like Yoska?
Ooh. Yeah, tell us. Let's get into it. Let's go.
She's just like an asshole. Like she's just an asshole. You're like, okay, So right after Resurrection, let me remind you, like when we were filming season 3, she was just kind of a shady asshole the whole time. But on top of so you know Violencia from season 3 went home first, and she like was literally floating bitches for the pandemic, like putting together the Serve Network and everything. On top of like making a joke in front of like 800 people who were like like about Violencia going home first, she sent me the dirtiest message saying like, "Hey Diva, so I noticed you did a ghost look off of Resurrection, and I can't help but to notice that it looks similar to some of the things that I've done, and you did not credit me for this look." I'm like, girl, bye. Like, if you don't get the fuck out of my face to talk about credit you for a look that you have nothing to do with, you didn't invent mass drag, and you don't do it better than me, mama. So like. And that's tea. So, like, like, don't try, like, like, literally, it was, like, the night of. Like, while I'm getting, like, congratulatory messages. Like, so, to pretend that you, like, invented mass drag is just so silly. And then to, like, she's actually just, like, a very gross person in real life. And I said it, so...
Your feelings are valid. I have had a different experience. She was actually the very first booking I had out of town. She was booked for that. So I think we have different interactions, but also I don't negate your interactions with her. And like your feelings are valid.
She just been like ever, and like I think it's like things like that will come from us sometimes because we all do actually know each other, and I just don't like her, and that's okay. She don't have to like me. I don't have to like her.
Right, I think that's a big thing with drag is like you don't have to be everyone's best friend. Like you can just be like, all right, you're over there, I'm over here, we're gonna do our thing. Sickening, like you don't have to be everyone's best friend, and that is A-okay. There's a lot of us out here. Like there's a lot. It's impossible to be everyone's friend. Like that's impossible. But yeah, you're valid.
Thank you.
There you go. Look at that. Ooh, we got one in the back. I can't make it over there.
Yeah, I got it.
There we go. Gonna flap my wings. Pretend I'm over there.
Hi.
There we go.
Hi. I have a question for you both.
Oh.
Are there any monsters that you would like to see on the next season of Dragula?
Ooh, like from previous seasons,
okay, like
or just in general?
Okay,
Oh.
for Titans, for me, it's definitely Sigourney. Like, I would love to see Sigourney on Titans. I would love to see Priscilla on Titans. I would love to see Talia on Titans. And as far as like a season where we get some new monsters, and I would love to see Luke on there.
Yeah.
Like, period. Like,
yes, my Venmo and Cash App are Luca me. If you want to help fund that, thank you. I made this out of paper. Who else?
Oh, have y'all heard of Sardonyx from Philly?
Ooh,
Sardonyx from Philly. Let me think. There's a lot. There's Dust from LA.
Oh my God, I would love to see them.
There's a lot of options.
I think Iodine Quartz. I would love to see based on New York. Yeah,
Goth
oh my
is
God! Yes,
Jasmine?
Goth is no, truly, I love Gothis with a passion.
Like, period.
No,
Like,
yeah, truly, like if I walked in a workroom and saw Gothis, I'd be like, well, it's been so wonderful being here. I'm just gonna just kiss your feet every episode. But no, she's super sweet. Or they're super sweet. I would also love to see Mister. They're based on one of the Carolinas. I think North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Yeah,
Mister.
I was like, I
They
got
run
the
Creep
Carolinas.
Show.
Yeah, and they're
Mister.
super sickening. Yeah.
There's a lot of options. We just naming all the black ones.
I know. I was like,
that's what we gonna do. So
I'm like, that's all I pay attention to. I'm like, okay, you're sickening, but where?
but there's so much and then it's been it's been a year. I was like, there's been so long since they've done a season of Dragula with new people. But I was on so many, I'd be forgetting that season 4 was a brand new thing, and there was new faces.
That's true. Yeah, and also I think because we had some returning faces, it was it feels not entirely new.
And then on top of that, everybody from season 4, I didn't know personally, but I'd been following Sigourney for years, so it was just oh my God. And even Coco,
I'd followed her before. Yeah, I remember watching digital drag videos and being oh. Who is she?
Yeah.
The titties are tittying. Let me hit follow. Again, the titties will get me. But yeah, no, I think there's a lot of sickening people across the country that I think would turn out this show and be sickening. And if you find anyone that you think should be on the show, you should definitely fund their dreams to make it happen. Okay? Because drag is not cheap.
It's not.
Very that. I think unless anyone else has a question, I think we're ready to move on to the next portion of our show.
Yeah, y'all ready to see some numbers?
Oh my God. Yes. We're going to say goodbye to YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone.
Bye, YouTube.
Right. See y'all next week.